Good morning, everyone. I warmly welcome you to day 2 here in Hanover at the Hannover Messe. I hope you're all doing good, and as I can see, you all survived day 1. Great. So let's continue with day 2 and our Continental Industrial Summit. We have here on stage every day experts talking about the future, talking about innovations. And every day has its own motto. So today's motto is Continental's Industry Friends. So I'm looking forward, as I said, to talk to experts here on stage. And the first talk that we have, it's a very important topic because we are talking about security. So today it's very important to protect personal information and data, and the big question is, how can I protect these data? So, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to talk to the President EMEA from Argo Cybersecurity about the invisible danger, how to protect vehicles from cyber and hacker attacks. Please welcome and give him a round of applause, Dr. Michael Müller.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Michael.
Hello together.
So great to have you here. For the beginning, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing at your company.
Okay, thanks a lot for the introduction. Also, my name is Michael Müller. I'm working for Argo Cybersecurity, which is a subsidiary since 2017 of Continental. We are based in Tel Aviv in Israel, and we are the cybersecurity company of Continental.
Okay, great. So in the introduction, I already said and I told the audience about this important topic, security. Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. Why is it such an important topic today, talking about personal data and information?
Mm-hmm. Also, the industry has currently to fulfill 3 topics. One is functional safety, the second one is cybersecurity, and the third one is privacy. And there is no functional safety anymore without cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is one of the enablers of vehicles, of car fleets, or of industrial enterprises.
So for people like me who are not technology experts, maybe you can tell us, how do hackers get the data from my car? How do they do it?
Also, it's very easy to penetrate a car meanwhile, because hundreds of millions of cars are already connected, and the connectivity of the cars, which means connectivity to the internet, is the source of these threats. And currently we are facing threats in vehicle-to-vehicle communication, vehicle-to infrastructure, but also vehicle-to back-end connectivities. And a normal hacker is penetrating a car remotely, which means he is using the connectivity, opens the connected ECUs, also the electronic control units which are connected, and from that he can penetrate the car to the gateway, and from the gateway he can move forward to a mission-critical ECU and can send malicious code or malicious messages on the CAN data bus or on the Ethernet data bus to the mission-critical ECU, and by that he can influence the car, or he can damage the car, or he can kill people at the end.
So you guys from Argo Cybersecurity, you're protecting these data. So just tell us, what are you doing to protect the data?
Yeah, I always say there is no 100% security for cars, but we can increase the level of security step by step. And we have created a multilateral security concept for our cars, which is scalable, which is modular, and which is working like that. On the one hand side, we are protecting the car itself, which means we are hardening the connected ECUs. On a second level, we are monitoring the data buses and for, let me say, anomalies. And on the third level, we are protecting the mission-critical ECUs by, for example, by firewalls. And that's like an onion with several levels inside. That's what we are doing in the car. And then we are also supervising complete fleets. We have created an automotive security operations center, which enables fleet providers, OEMs, or other car companies to monitor what's going on within their fleets. And by that, we can analyze if something is showing up. We can create countermeasures, and therefore we are able to protect a fleet which is running around the globe and around the clock.
So what do you think? Has there been a change in customer needs and demands in the last years?
Yeah.
And maybe look a little bit in the future. What do you expect in the next years?
Also I am meanwhile 30 years within the automotive industry, and when I'm looking backwards, around about 5 years ago, nobody was aware of cybersecurity within the automotive industry. It was like, let me say, an venture coming from the normal IT. But step by step, the automotive industry became aware what's going on the cyber area, and they started to build up their own capacities. So the OEMs, the tier ones, the engineering service providers started to employ cybersecurity experts, and meanwhile, step by step, year by year, most of the companies have own capacities and competencies in the field of cybersecurity and have created their cyber defense strategies. So, and I have the impression that some of the OEMs or tier ones are lagging behind a little bit, behind the standards, but there are all other ones who have created a holistic protection against cyber threats.
So let's take another look into the future. Do you think that the problem with hacking vehicles get worse? Because I'm a little bit afraid of the situation that bad accidents happen because of hacking.
Yeah, the problem is that the hacking methods are improving day by day, and we don't know which hacker tools and hacker methods will exist in 1 year, in 10 years, or in 20 years from now. There are changes in the hardware of the hackers. They can use a huge amount of calculating power, for example, to hack codes in the future. And the life cycle of a car is around about 25 years, starting from development, manufacturing time, and the spare part phase. So it's a very, very long distance of time from the early beginning of the development until the end of the use. And during this time, the threats for cybersecurity attacks are increasing. And therefore, we need a system which is adaptable along the complete life cycle and along the complete value chain, which means the cybersecurity software which we install in our client cars has to be improved step by step along the life cycle. And our philosophy is to be preventive. And I think cybersecurity has to be a preventive activity and not a reactive one.
Good. So at my personal computer at home, I trust Norton antivirus, yeah? But I think for companies like Continental, this is not enough. They should trust you, and they're trusting you. So if you need any more information, you stay with us, and you can ask him. So thank you very much from Argo Cybersecurity, Dr. Michael Müller. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thanks a lot.
Perfect. Thank you.